Watch it grow. Pretty weird. Great stuff and the second law of thermodynamics. And those holes. So in a room, in a house, you've got a different temperature normally than outside. And the second law of thermodynamics tells us that the universe wants to go to equilibrium and things change, energy transfers back and forth. So the hot air in this room, when I'm using this, I have my hot air and it's cold outside, the hot wants to go to the cold. So it wants to leak out in the cracks. So I gotta seal these up so I don't lose the heat. I have the air conditioner on, it's cooler in here and the hot air outside wants to come in. So that's how things move. So hot goes to cold, higher temperature to lower temperature. Same idea if you have a tire that has high pressure air in it, and then that air, you get a puncture in your tire, why does the air not rush into the tire? It doesn't rush into the tire, it escapes because the tire has higher pressure and it goes to the lower pressure, which is outside, until they're equal. Seals it up real nice. Alright, it's that simple. Not too bad. Now on the windows, you want to make sure you caulk around the windows too. I got some foam in this one. And then also you want to caulk around the spots that are not quite big enough to get the foam in. And I'll have to cut some of this extra foam off that's sticking out here. I'll just cut that off. And I'll put my drywall around there. But you got to seal up your window just to keep the air from coming in and getting moldy around the window. Okay, I've caulked some of the cracks, just gobbed it in where the deck boards had air. So I'm going to put trim across the bottom here of this wall, right there. And I don't want air leaking up in there. That would be bad. Not going to kill us, but it, just chance to cause mold and things like that. Plus you're just letting in hot air if you're trying to cool the room off, and in winter, cold air would be pouring in from there. Anyway, so got the insulation foam put in, sealing up above these walls all across here. It's all foamed in nicely. And I think we're ready to put some insulation in. So here's a neat thing. It's called Rockwool. Insulation. Most of us are used to fiberglass. You've heard that, the pink stuff, itchy, nasty, makes you choke. Anyway, this Rockwool, I've known about it for years, and we're gonna try it for the first time. I've never actually worked with it. I've felt it and stuff. It's very weird. It's actually made of rocks. So it's fire resistant because rocks generally don't burn unless you've got an unbelievably hot fire, which a house is probably not gonna get. And anyway, so that's a pretty cool thing. It's fire resistant, it says, but it's really actually made out of rocks spun into like a fiber so they can make bats out of it. All right, this is new for me. I actually did weatherization for, I don't know, 4 or so years or more. Actually 4 years as an inspector for weatherization and 2 years as an installer. So that means we work for a government agency, basically quasi-government. Anyway, went into homes and weatherized, they call it, not winterized. That's something different. Weatherized means we went in, insulated them better, air sealed them, fixed things like that that would help them save on their energy bill. That was a government program. It's still going around. It's called weatherization. Anyway, never used this stuff. It's a little bit more money than fiberglass, but I would have loved to use it, but they kind of frowned on us using it. So I'm going to use it, and it is just a little bit more expensive, 15-20% or so over fiberglass, but I hate fiberglass. So I'm using this, and I'm going to use it on the ceiling and on the walls, and we'll see how it goes. I'm actually going to get my mask on because it's still dusty. Fiberglass is horrible for you, and I've used it, and if you've used it, it's pretty bad. So this is going to be my first try with this stuff. The nice thing about it, it's supposed to be stiff, where you can put it in place and it just stays there. Now, I got 16-inch. The store was out of the 24. I got 16-inch right now. Some of these are 24, some are 16. Anyway, all my ceiling is 16-inch on center. So these should fit right in there, and I'm going to work on the ceiling first for a few minutes and see how it goes. There's 2 in here. Grows. Pretty cool. I'm hoping this is not as rough on my skin and everything else as the fiberglass always was. So that's Rockwool. I believe it's going to puff up. It's compact, just like fiberglass comes compacted. So I should have had 24-inch to fit in here. But they should fit in here. Let's see. I need a little ladder. See how this fits. It's called friction fit. It doesn't have any spacing on it to staple. You shove it in place and it's supposed to stay. Like dustly. Not bad. If you want to insulate well, make sure you don't leave a bunch of cracks and gaps. This is R15. Should have more in an attic, especially where I live. It's supposed to be about R39 or so, R40 in that range. But don't have room for that because I use 2x4s for my ceiling, for my roof and ceiling here. That's fitting nice. Fits pretty good. I don't think that's gonna fall. I need plenty of time to get my drywall up. Yeah, fits in tight together. The stranger comes in about 4 foot length, which is a little odd, but that fits pretty tight. When you push it in, doesn't want to slide even. A really good friction fit. It doesn't feel like it's killing my hands or anything. It's nice. Really like that feature. Get one over here. you want to put it in place. Probably could use goggles, might be a good idea, but I hate goggles because they steam up and you can't see anything. I've used all the safety equipment you can get, but some of it's really annoying. This kind of tears easy. I mean, there's not much to it. There's no paper to hold it together like the fiberglass stuff does. But the fiberglass doesn't do this. It doesn't hold itself up, which is pretty nice. I like that. Not too bad stuff, going in pretty quick and easy. So far, I think I like it. It should do the trick. It's actually R15 instead of R13. It's an R15 value, which is a little better than the 13. And just a little bit more price. I think it's worth it. Pretty quickly hit a little snag with the friction fit. So friction fit only works if it's perfectly spread out. So this one's obviously not 16" on center right here, and it won't hold up. So I'll just improvise with a little piece of plastic and I'll staple it on just to hold it up till I get drywall up. But friction fit's working great if I have it actually on 16" center perfectly. So there is no give like with the fiberglass. You have that extra paper. If you're a little short, it'll be okay. So also have to do it that way. It's touching, but it won't hold up. Actually, you could use some of this material that came in, some of the plastic, just to have a little strip. No reason to spend a bunch of money. I'm just cutting something to hold it up for now. No big deal. There we go, got a little strip to hold it up. Build it back up. Give it a couple staples. Try not to staple your hand because I've done that. Doesn't feel very good. No crunch. There we go. I'll hold it up till I get drywall up. Hopefully there's not too many that I have off of, hopefully there's not too many I have off of 16" center, or it's going to slow down production quite a bit. Kind of what I thought right here. Same situation. I'm on the same run, so I got to make another little strip real quick to hold it up. Just cut some right out of the bag. Staple this up. Try it again. Trying to have some friction on this end, just not right here. It's hitting, but it's not enough to hold. That end's good, but I got off on this one. I didn't quite get the 16" center. There we go. So far, it's not too horrible on my eyes. I can't wear goggles because they fog up because I'm hot and they fog up and I can't see anything. But so far, not too much dust. So giving you my evaluation of Rockwool, so far I like it. If this was fiberglass, my eyes would be killing me. It'd be covered in fiberglass by now. I can fill in this little section. I could razor it. I'm gonna try to razor it maybe. Not sure what it'll do, the razor, if it'll just dull it, but I have just been breaking them. I'm going to try to cut one. Might just dull this thing. Seems to cut okay. It's break it. Breaks all right. And as long as I'm on 16-inch centers, this is not going bad. Not bad at all. Once it's ready, pretty weird. Here. Folding them back and forth and tearing it with my hands is working all right. It's a little rough of a cut. Razor knife is not exactly a clean cut either. It's going to be nice in this room. Can't wait. I hope I finish this by winter. Be able to be in here and use that wood stove. You measure if you want. I just make it a little big. Trying to cram it in a little bit. It's better than being short, leaving a thermal gap, they call it, where the heat's gonna pour in the summer. Like right now, I can feel the heat up here. The metal roof is warm. It's a light colored metal roof. If the metal roof was a dark color, it'd be almost burn your hand to touch it. I know from experience. That's not coming out too bad. It's not hard to put in. And that friction fit stuff's not bad. Wish I'd used that years ago. I like this way better than fiberglass. And it's got just a little bit more R value, the extra 2 from 13 to 15. Easier to work with. I'm liking it so far. All right, ceiling's all insulated. Looking good. Ready for drywall on the ceiling. Some easy to work with stuff. I like the Rockwool. That's my recommendation. It's a tiny bit more money, not a whole lot. Don't have to staple anything, just push it into place, except where your board's not quite like that. Not quite the 14.5 in between that it's supposed to be, 16 on center. Just a hair open, so it fell, so no big deal. Most of it friction fitted perfectly like it's supposed to, because my boards were on 16-inch center like they're supposed to be. And it's good. Ready for drywall. And start doing the walls next. Insulate the walls. Be ready for drywall on that.